Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Still talking about Rivers State crisis. Though Bola Tinubu at first had shown some interest, in fixing the issue, but right now, possibly because of the fact that he's surrounded with so much issues, in Nigeria, it seems to be quiet about the development going on in Rivers State as it has to do with the feud between Rivers State Governor Fubara and the FCT minister. But however, his attention has been drawn by the Ijaw people. Don't forget that Ijaw people have been in the middle of this brouhaha for a long while, and the Ijaw National Congress themselves have decided to appeal to President Bola Tinubu to call the FCT minister, Mr. Nyesom Wike, to order over lingering crisis in Rivers State. The Professor Benjamin Okaba, President INC, made the appeal at a news conference on Tuesday in Abuja. Wike and Governor Milari Fubara are at loggerhead over the control of political machinery in the oil-rich state. Okaba said INC was concerned that if left unchecked, the political crisis could affect other parts of the country. According to his word, he says, Mr. President, sir, as the father of the nation, the alter ego of Nigeria, we are fervently appealing to you to call the FCT minister to order. This is for the sake of peace and security in Nigeria. Stop this drift towards national disintegration and anarchy now. Okaba alleged that Wike's power tussle with Fubara might not be unconnected with the minister's desire to enhance Tinubu's electoral fortunes in the next general election. In his words, and I quote, "So we understand the details of politics and the need to harvest Rivers votes for the president's second tenure election. What we misunderstand is the thought that only the FCT minister can assist president to win Rivers." He said Fubara has been faithful to Tinubu's 8-point directive to both parties during the conflict resolution meeting held in Abuja. According to him, he said in October 2023, you call stakeholders to a meeting and table an 8-point directive to all parties involved to return peace to Rivers. Whereas many of our people consider your 8-point directive as manifestly slandered against the governor's interests and in favor of FCT minister, the governor asserted to it. Okada said that while governor acted in good faith with respect to the directive, the minister acted otherwise by refusing to withdraw the court case instituted by him. He added that less than 3 weeks after the presidential directive, Martin Omowole led 25 members, the Rivers State House of Assembly, to defect to the opposition All Progressive Congress. On the just held local government election in the state, Okaba said that while Fubara obeys Supreme Court order that local government area elections in Nigeria must be administered by elected officers without which funds must be withheld. I'll take that again. He said, on the just concluded local government election in the state, Okaba said that while Fubara obeyed Supreme Court order that local government area in Nigeria must be administered by elected officers without which fund must be withheld, he said Fubara worked assiduous to actualize the return of elected officers to the local government area in accordance with Tinubu's direct desire and backed by the Supreme Court judgment. He also said that Fubara holds permanent olive branches, sending constant peace emissaries to the FCT minister. So, again, we appeal to Mr. President to call the FCT minister to order as a stitch in time, they say, saves 9. That was the position of the INC. However, the People Democratic Party Chieftain Dele Momodu has claimed that the minister of FCT and former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, and his group are on a mission in President Bola Tinubu's government. It can be recalled that Wike has vowed to remain in the PDP despite working as a minister in the ruling All Progressive Congress administration. Speaking today, Dele Momodu insisted that Wike and his group are behind the crisis in PDP. The veteran journalist said Wike's group hope that Tinubu will withdraw from the 2027 presidential race and the former Rivers State governor can then use the PDP to run for the presidency, knowing they stand no chance in APC. He also said that everyone knows about the group's mission, adding that the APC members knows that Wike's group are playing games. According to him, he says, truth is constant. They have never hidden their mission in the ongoing struggle in the PDP. They have boasted that they have worked for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 and also said in advance that they will work for him in 2027 and they'll remain in PDP and will not leave the party so that they will continue to press it down. Everybody knows, even members of the APC, they know that these guys are playing games. They are hoping that somewhere along the line, Tinubu will not run in 2027 and then they will hold PDP down and use it because they know APC will never give them their platform. Nobody is going to allow you, after destroying your own home, you come and destroy their own. Everybody knows. Those were the words of Dele Momodu. And I must say that this is quite interesting, considering the fact that so many issues have been going on in the People Democratic Party as a result of, Fubara, Wike's, Bwahaha. But however, it's important for us to know that what is ongoing in Rivers State is one thing that everyone is overly interested in, considering the fact that it is perennial. It's been there for as long as now. Political issues are sure to happen, but it is believed that they should be short-lived. But the case of Rivers State seems as though it's not going to end at any time. I think that's why most Nigerians are really interested. And Ijaw people have decided to team up and send a strong message to the president. But the big question is, would the president, amidst all the economic brouhaha that is facing in the country, have any time, to consider the problem between Wike and, Fubara? But I think that Dele Momodu has nailed it as it should be. The whole issue we all know, based on what has been going on thus far, is the fact that they want to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu with 2027. In other words, he wants to use the structure that he had built in, Rivers State to buy enough favor from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But, interestingly, it doesn't always work the way we think. And don't also forget that right now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu may be just watching from the flanks to see how much power can Wike wield so that he can be sure that Wike can do bigger things for him in the future. But Wike, being who he is not ready to give in. I think that's why the Ijaw people, seeing that this issue may span beyond now, are sending this strong message to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But would he respond to it? Most people believe that Fubara had turned down the request of the president, and being that he has turned it down, that the president seems to ignore what is going on and pretend as if he doesn't know what is going on. But I don't think that is true. He didn't actually ignore it. The issue there was that Wike, and the whole thing was going to be in favor of Wike, and it would have led to him being hoisted out of office. And being that he was elected like every other person, it wouldn't be right for, normal for him to be the first, to be kicked out of office just because of political godfatherism and all of that. I think that's why he reacted the way he did. But it must be clear to us as a people that the stay of Wike in PDP seems not to add any value to the party. Yes, it's adding value to his personal political ambition. His political ambition is to make sure that he will stay in the party and still do anti-party activities without anyone doing anything. And come on, I'm so shocked that nobody's seeing these and nobody's reacting to it. Or maybe they see it, but it seems as though he has held them so strong and they can't do anything. That's why they're just watching, praying and believing that he would change his mind. But the way the whole thing is going is very glaring that Wike is not going to change his mind anytime soon, which means that 2027, if Wike still stay in PDP, is traded out to APC, and that will be a big blow. When that happens, I'm so sure there was going to be a mass exodus of people from People Democratic Party to APC. And that will, I think, possibly bring about the end of, PDP. We'd like to leave it there. Let's meet and talk on these issues. What's your position in respect to the statement made by Dele Momodu and the fact that the Ijaw National Congress cannot hold it back, but to call the President of Nigeria